Aloha, great job today. The real big takeaway is to tap the foot. You don't have to lift your foot, just kind of like lift your toe and tap it on the ground. Get a nice slow beat going. Whenever you're establishing your triads, playing with the hand, let's say we're in the key of B because that's where we're at today. B, C sharp, D, E. When we do in crossover, you want to have enough fingers to go through it, right? We know that. And with the pinky, start with the thumb. You can go on through your scales like you did and progress up. The hard note for me is the half step for 3 of 4. A way of practicing this is to do your crossovers. See how I'm using the same finger that would have been there, but I'm starting from the note? This sets the brain and writes a synapse, so this is the most used thing that you would do. So you practice that. See how the crossover works there? But you can use the pinky if you need. It just depends on the phrasing. When you're able to do that in one key, what happens is you would see this in the key of B as being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 1, 2. It works with a modal structure and a scale, so we could define that as being a type of mode. And we could also define the intervals that are located inside of all of these notes after we get through them. So that's the whole point. We try it in C major. We see what our arpeggiated forms are, C, E, G, A, C, and then how to work that up the piano with what fingerings we want, and then how to do crossovers that feel comfortable when we want to switch, how to play out our perfect fourth into our third, if we're going to do major jump overs, minor jump overs. I wouldn't suggest one of these. I would suggest more of these and then under. However, to each their own. We learn them in a bunch of different ways. So for this week, what we learned was to count the rhythms on the page, which self-explanatory. Go through there. If you have any questions, take a picture of the measure you had, send it to me. I'll count it out for you and mark it like I did before and help you get you on your way. But remember, we're just working on the first couple measures of that top stanza. Other than that, work in the key of B major and try and see what the fingerings are for all of your different P8, being able to play your third, knowing where your fifth is, being able to play your fourth, and then being able to play even your sus notes. Hear out all your harmonies. Try out your harmonies. Go through it to see your 1 and your 5s. Sorry, wrong key. Go through it to see all of your 1 and your 5 notes to see if everything correlates and it lines up. And it absolutely should. Your diminished as a flat 5, remember that? And then right back. And then after you do that, go all the way down to the bottom and see how you could play them all the way up. 1, 3, 5, 1. And pretty soon you'll get very used to playing in the key of B. Super Mario Brothers is on my mind always. Okay, it was great seeing you this week. Make sure when you play a little ditty, try with the right hand if you feel so inclined. Maybe emulate what you were sight reading by doing an upward motion, kind of a motion with the left hand. Doesn't have to be super fancy. Can be one note too. Have fun with that. It's good seeing you. Aloha.